I just bought a fedora and I really want to wear it. When Series 9 was launched, one of the leaders that I really want to make it work was always the Android 20 leader because I just simply love the artwork. One of the ways that you can play with that leader is to use the starter cell chain, and instead of using the starter cell leader, you substitute it with the Android 20 leader. However, finishing the game, it's a little bit difficult if you are going to do that. But with Series 10, I think we have some of the missing pieces to make that deck truly work. So this is my take on the Android 20 leader, and we're gonna play with the starter cell chain, and yeah, see you guys after the short intro. Hey guys, want to welcome you back from the intro. So the Android 20 leader, I love this leader simply because of the artwork. The effect is somewhat hit and miss. I will explain why later while we're going through the deck. So activate main once per turn, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and pick an Android that is green or yellow, add it into your hands. The rest of the cards under your deck. Really good thing, really good effect. The reason is you don't have to swing to get the effect. That means your opponent doesn't have to have the ability to get cards into their hands from their life. Second thing that is good is that it is such as deep, right? It's 3 cards from the top of the deck. Take a look, pick one, put it into your hands. And the good part is there are some cards in the starter cell chain that has to be put at the bottom. It has to be in the deck. So you could say, okay, I don't have to. I put the cards under the deck, and so that it stays in the deck. So that's good. I like it. Let's look at the flip side. When this card attacks and get to draw cards, you lose the such ability when you flip over. So that is something that I don't really like, but now you can draw any cards that you need. Because if you're going to use the activate main, you are not going to get your negate unless you just draw it at the start of your turn, right? But this time round, when he attacks, you get to draw a card. However, you lose the ability to search for the cards that you need. Activate main once per turn, you tap 1 green, no battle card, you get to choose 1 green or yellow Android. In your battle area, 3 or less, you get to play it with its skills negated in rest mode. Hit and miss. I don't know how to make this work the best way that it can do, but there's a chance that this ability gets busted. However, let's see. I don't really take advantage of this one in the deck. That's it. Let's take a look at the deck. We are going to be playing with the starter cell chain, so cell genetic consumption. You play this card, then you get to choose one of your Android 17 card in your drop area, put it under this deck, then you choose a 4-drop and put it into your hands. Play it in active mode. It doesn't really matter, you're not going to swing in 5k. So self-perfection reclaim, pretty interesting card because Uni-Absorb, we are not going to talk about the Uni-Absorb first. If you have 4 or more energy, when this card is placed in the drop area in the battle skill by a skill, it's regarding whether is it your skill or your opponent's skill. If it's dropped in the battle area by a skill, you get to choose a cell card with energy cost of 8 in your drop area, and then you play it. It is a very interesting card. Uni-Absorb, he is a 15k, so swing with him if you want to. Uni-Absorb, tap 1, you get to choose 1 Android 18 in your drop area and place it under this card. You get to play a cell card from your hands or deck with an energy cost of 8. Very specific energy cost of 8. Play it on top in active mode. So this is the guy that you want to play with. This whole thing takes 2 energy and 2 cards, which is from the drop area 16, Android 17 and Android 18. Self-Perfection Misspent. Also, when you play this card, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle card and KO it. You're gonna play this card so often, your opponent's gonna get very frustrated with it. Choose 1 Android 18 card under this deck, place it in your owner's drop area, so you throw away the 18. When your opponent cards attack, you negate the attack. When you choose, then choose up to 1 green and yellow multicolor cell with energy cost of 4 under this card, which is this reclaim card, and then you play it and place this card in your owner's drop area. So the whole idea for this is this: 1 to you go from 1 to 4, 4 to 8. When your opponent, then you pop something. Your opponent attacks, you negate, then it goes down to 4. And your opponent has to think whether they want to take care of 4, because once they take care of 4, 8 comes back in. So it's very, very interesting. It's very difficult for your opponents to take care of. But every time they come and they try to attack you, you get to negate. You get to negate, you get to negate. It goes up to 4. And when he comes back in, he pops something on their board. So this is how the interaction works with this deck. Yeah? So we're going to talk about the 17 and the 18 cards that we're going to play. We are playing Android 17, 4 off, because he's very good. He negates the attack. Then you get to choose one battle card with energy 4 or less that has Android in its name from the deck. And then you place it in your drop area and shuffle your deck. So when you play him, when you negate with him, when your opponent swings, you negate with him, then you choose Android 18. This card puts it in your battle into your drop area. Now you have him on the board, Android 18 in the drop area. So you just have to make sure that Android 18 goes into the drop area. Then you have the 17 and 18 that you need in the drop area for your chain to start up. Activate main. Android 18 has a very interesting ability. If your leader is Android card, you can send this card, you can tap 1, send this card to your warp from your drop. Then you get to choose this card or any Android card that is both yellow or green and add it back into your hands with energy cost of 1. So you can bring back a negate back into your hands if you need it. Also for Android 18, we are playing with the Krillin and Android 18 power couple. Very good, because this card has just become much more cheaper than when it was. And this artwork looks so good. I actually bought 4 for it because I really like it. I put 1, so I bought 3. Arrival green and yellow, you tap 1, and when you play this card, you get to choose one of your your opponent chooses 1 card in their hands and place it in the drop area, or you choose a keyword skill in one of your opponent's battle card in rest mode and negate for the duration of the turn. So if your opponent is swing, and it's a triple strike and doesn't have barrier, and then your opponent choose one of your opponent's battle card in rest mode. Okay, and negate it. Okay, choose a keyword skill on one of your opponents. I think this one even goes out of barrier. So it doesn't matter if your opponent has barrier or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It doesn't matter because you're choosing a keyword skill. You are not choosing the battle card. So you choose your opponent swing with something that's triple strike and has barrier, and he goes for the game. You bring this lady out and this couple out, and then you choose the triple strike and remove it. Then you win. Alright, we are gonna be splitting our super combo with Dr. Gero 2 off and Android 18 2 off. And this Android 18, yes, she can be used also for your absorb target. Very good. I need the Dr. Gero for the arrival and also to populate your drop area to get the cards that you need. But Android 18 is such a good card that I think we kind of need more of Android 18, because your Android 18 it's such a super combo. And we will be also playing for theme sake and also for utility sake. We will be playing also Android 19 Energy Fiend. 1 drop, very important. You need the 1 drop in your battle area. Activate main once per turn. You get to choose 1 card from your hand, place it in your drop area, and then you draw a card. It is important for his ability for that. It's because sometimes if you're facing an opponent that doesn't swing, you have difficulty getting your Android 17 and 18 into your drop area. You could say that Sensupop, why don't you just swing and attack him? Because we will be playing with the Super 17 that will crit him all the way down to 4. So we don't want to swing. We are going to be defensive. And if your opponent is going to also be defensive and is not swinging, this is when you need Android 19 so that you can discard your card and then you get to draw cards on top of that. And he is a 1 drop, which is very important. I can understand that if you want to play something like Frieza Zeno, Darkness Overflowing instead of Android 19, go ahead. It's not theme, but you can do it because you can use this +1 ability, which is choose 1 card from your hand, discard it, and then you draw a card. That's something that you can do with this. However, he has another utility for being a 1 drop also on the field. He is also 5k and not threatening, so usually your opponent doesn't think about removing him. Cell is the one that they want to take care of. However, that will be their biggest mistake. Alright, Cell Perfection Misspent. It's not gonna be your game ender. He is just going to be there, very annoying, because he's going to negate and things like that. It's just going to negate and pop, negate, pop, negate, pop. However, if your opponent is going to take care of self-perfection at that level, over here, instead of going through all this chain, because if you have 4 energy, 4-drop also brings him out, just like that, right? So if they said, okay, we're gonna take care of Cell Perfection Misband, we have Cell Revolting Regenerator. So if someone pops him with their skill, Revolting Generator is gonna come out. If your opponent swings at him, what you can do is you can use his thing to negate. So this guy, it's never getting out of the field. So if he gets popped by a skill, Revolting Regenerator comes out, and after that you get to choose one of your opponent's battle card 5 or less and KO it again. It is very important to get to 9. Either you have something that is 8, then you have Fiend, or you have, I also play Android 20, or you have Android 17, the negate on the board that goes up to 9. So 8 plus those little things that is 1 goes up to 9, or you have something that's 9 straight on the board, because we are gonna go up to Super 17, and we are also be going up to Cell Unthinkable Perfection. Let's talk about 17 first, because he is very good. Critical Successor for 3 energy. When you play this card, choose cards in your opponent's life and place them in the drop area until they have 4 left. That is why we are not swinging. Your leader allows you to draw cards without swinging. Abuse that. Don't swing. Get the cards into your hand, get the cards into your hands. Your cell chain is there, your starter cell chain is there to be defensive and to control the board. So you're playing your starter cell chain, your opponent is swinging, and you are negating, popping the board, negating, popping the board, just being very, very annoying. But that is not the end game. The end game is your Super 17. When he comes out, your opponent crit all the way until 4 lives. And then the worst thing is, when this card attacks, you get to draw a card, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's card, energy included, and then switch them to rest mode, and they have to deal with something which is 30k. Have your Revolting Generator in your hands just in case your opponent pops in. 30k, difficult to get over. Get your super combos ready, or stuff like that, you know. And then if your opponent doesn't take care of him, swing with him in the next turn, tap 2 of their energy, let them deal with the crit again, draw a card, tap 4. Cell Unthinkable Perfection comes out, and he has triple strike. If your leader is an Android card, when you play with Successor, your opponent reviews your hand, take 3 of their battle cards, dump it, and you negate their opponent's leader skill, non-keyword skills for the duration of the turn. 30k triple strike, and you end the game from there. And if you're unable to end the game, because we are also playing with the combo set 15, that is 3 costs. Zeno, Unspeakable Abomination, Quadruple Strike, Ultimate Deflect, Energy Exhaust Successor for free. If you have something that is 12, you have 5 or more energy. When you play this card, you get to choose 3 of your opponent's, choose up to 3 cards in your opponent's hands. You don't see it, you just pick 3, throw it away, place them in the drop area. This card gain dual attack. Dual attack Quadruple Striker to end the game, just right there. We are playing the Android 15 that comes in, and he's 3 costs for 1 energy. So that's it. It's pretty good. Alright, so that is the deck. I hope you guys like it. I hope that I can make it better, but so far I think this is what it is. Eve in the future, I see a better combo with this one. So I will do it. I will definitely come back to this, because I like the Androids, especially like Android 18. I like the old Androids, right? So that's basically it. And we have played one Deadly Defender just to utilize the skill over there, and she's an 18, so you could use it for the absorb target. Alright, so that is the deck. I hope you like it, guys. I love I love reading all your comments, and so if you have something to say to me, down in the comment section. If not, guys, see you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao, bye.